Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Urf Rfid. Today, I will be presenting for the first Virtual Innovation and Innovation Challenge, College of Engineering 2021. Our project is Car Across Border Monitoring System using Ultra High Frequency RFID tag. This project is by Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Murza Kasim and myself, Muhammad Amirul Fitri bin Zulkifli. RFID tag in vehicle monitoring. RFID used for the vehicle nowadays is ubiquitous in paying the fee at the toll for travel from one place to another in Malaysia. One company that introduced this RFID system is Touch and Go Malaysia. The Touch and Go RFID has been enrolled as a new electronic toll payment system that uses a sticker to pass through the toll. Why RFID tag? The RFID tag is much more efficient compared to the basic smart tag that we used just now. Price of the RFID tag is so cheap. The ultra high frequency RFID tag can be efficient used because it can be operated at a long distance up to a 20 meters reader detector depending on the power of the antenna used. And one more thing is the RFID tag is long lifetime device. It can sustain up to 20 years. Problem statement. Firstly, border monitoring and law enforcement by using technology are less presented to the current technology environment, which plays to an outdated method in this country, which is the authorities need to monitor the border by their energy, which bring the human error can happen when they are getting tired. Secondly, difficulties in accessing the vehicle database are one of the problems to make the border monitoring more challenging to trace suspicious vehicle. For example, this is picture from Malaysia and Singapore border. You can see that jam happen when people are willing to go their work and back from their work. So the difficulties in authorities to check the vehicle one by one is so tiring them. And lastly, every year the rate of increase in the number of road summonses issued in the country has shown a very high increase, and the number of unresolved road summons is also very high every year. For example, this is a suit record statistic issue by the Malaysian Traffic Branch. So, for example, this is from 2019 data. The registered suit summon is 3.0 million, and the person who have paid their summon is only 274,000. It's about different 8.8% only people who have just paid their summon in 2019. And this number, we can see that the number is getting increased year by year. The objective for this project is firstly, to design a border monitoring control system by using RFID UHF. Secondly, to develop an online and real-time monitoring system by using cloud database and mobile application. Thirdly, to design and analyze vehicle and passage record and data is analyzed for the use of monitoring by the authorities. My project flowchart is firstly, vehicle are approaching the toll booth. The RFID reader detect the RFID tag, then the RFID tag will be identified. If yes, system will check the RFID tag ID with the database in the Google Spreadsheet, and then the database send the vehicle status to the toll booth. In this section, there are two types of vehicle status. If access is authorized, which is access granted, the toll booth bar will open and the vehicle can continue their journey. Meanwhile, if the access is denied, the toll booth bar will remain closed and the alarm will trigger on. Then the vehicle need to wait for the future inspection from the authorities. This will show that the vehicle have a criminal record, passport, or road summon issue. This is my block diagram. Basically, this is my input section. Then this is my controller. And then the output section of my block diagram. Project main component. Firstly, RFID reader. The reader that I use is the ultra high frequency. It can give 816 until 916 megahertz RF signal. The RFID tag that I use is RFID sticker. Note, and the microcontroller is a Note MCU ESP8266. The benefit of using this microcontroller is the ESP8266 has a built-in Wi-Fi in it. For the software, I use Arduino IDE for my coding. And for my database, I use Google Spreadsheet. And for my mobile application, I use AppSheet because AppSheet has provided a free mobile app developer. This is my project prototype model. And now I will show you the 3D design for my project. This is my 3D design for the toll booth. When the vehicle is approaching the toll booth, the vehicle is provided with the RFID sticker. Then the sticker will be detected by the RFID antenna. Then the RFID antenna will send the data to the microcontroller. There are two types of vehicle status that I discussed before. Red for indicate the denied vehicles, green for the access granted. If access is granted, the toolbar will be open and it will continue for the other vehicles. For the result and discussion, prototype development condition. Just now I show you the 3D model and now I will show you the real prototype of my vehicles border monitoring system. So the vehicle will approaching the toll booth and then if the vehicle access is granted, the toolbar will open, the green LED will turn on, and the LCD will show the clear status for the vehicle. While if the vehicle with the issues conditions such as road summon, passport, criminals, the toolbar will remain closed. The LED will turn red and the LCD will show the status of the vehicles. And this is a mobile application platform using AppSheet that I built. In this section, it can show the car information detail, such as it show the owner's name, status of the vehicles, car registration, type of vehicle used. And this section, we can see the data log each day from the border. For example, Akilah travel at the border on 25th June 2021 and the access is granted. Meanwhile, the Fitri access the border 25th June and the access is denied. And this three section is the analysis platform that can monitored by the mobile application. This section we can see the total number of vehicle crossed, and I have run this program for 84 vehicles, and this will show the vehicles crossing per day. For example, on 22 June 2021, you can see the 13 vehicle cross, and this will show the vehicle status for each day. And this is the sample of 25th June 2021. This is show 42, and on 25th June, only 23 has a granted status and 19 have denied status. This is vehicle registration information that I gained from the RFID tag at the Google Spreadsheet. The main component of this section is RFID UID. This is the identity for the RFID tag. It contains the data of the owner's name, access, status, car registration, and type of vehicles. This RFID UID is the same RFID tag that placed in the windscreen of the vehicles. Analysis platform. So, what can we get from the analysis? I get from the data log, which is I can get the number of vehicles crossed per day. I can monitor the number of vehicles that crossing the border each day. For example, on 22nd June 2021 is 13 vehicles, 23, 9 vehicles, 24, 20, and 25, 42. And then I can sum up the vehicle status from the system each day. We can see that 25th June 2021, the number 42, the access granted is 23, and the access denied is 19. Conclusion. From the objective perspective, the RFID tag and the RFID readers implementation make each vehicle data easy to get or scan. The authorities can monitor the border to reduce the criminal record, such road summons issue, and make our country safer. From the project overview, the project which used ultra high frequency RFID antenna has also shown that this project can give a very outstanding result. Google Spreadsheet cloud storage in this project as the database is one of the most important to handle big data and run the system without any problem. And for my recommendation for this project is for the future recommendation for this research is where to use a better microcontroller than non-MCU ESP8266 for the fast and output decision. This is because MCU ESP8266 that I used just now is very can slow up the output decision that make from the microcontroller. Thank you from me. See you on a Q&A session. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.